Redditors who know someone who is, or are, blind and have done psychedelics, what was their trip like? The college I attended in the 90s actually authorized a graduate-level study where students would be given LSD and then their results monitored by healthcare professionals. The DE even sponsored this study. Of the students present at the study, some 50% were given the actual drug, while the remainder got a placebo. The students came from varying walks of life, with some being blind, some deaf, and others that had no disabilities. Curiously perhaps, many of those who were blind, and who were given LSD described effects that would be akin to a kaleidoscope of ever-shifting colors. The study was rather groundbreaking, to say the least, though it ended rather sadly. Word had gotten out about the study, and there was some backlash toward the university's president. In an act of pure petulance, he sought to expel the graduate student who headed the study, and place every single student who had taken part in the test on permanent academic probation. Ultimately, it took federal agents from the DA coming to the rescue of the students, threatening to turn the president's behavior over to the State Accreditation Board of Regents to have the university's accreditation pulled, to force him to back down and reverse his decisions. The whole story was written up in High Times magazine in a 2 or 3 part series back in '96, after someone, no it wasn't me, leaked the details of the study to the magazine. And before you ask, yes, I was one of the students who got the real stuff. And it's one of my fondest memories. I have an ex who lost an eye, and when we tripped she kept telling me it was like she was catching something in her peripheral vision but on the side where her eye was missing. She kept whipping her head around and saying, "What is that?" Really weird sensation apparently. She didn't really like it. One of my training partners became blind later in life. I had mentioned being interested in doing shrooms. He said, "Take it from a blind guy, do acid instead. I am colorblind and feel like I can see color when psychedelics hit. Like I am not actually sensing them with my eyes, but my brain is firing off on what are essentially broken pathways to my eyes. Needless to say I prefer those substances that are more visual highs." Edit, I can see colors normally but some are just muted/broken because one of the 3 sets of cones in my eyes that sense color are broken. Red/green for those wondering. I had a blind since birth patient who was a regular LSD user. He spoke of auditory hallucinations and having touch-like sensation from music sometimes overwhelming. He developed a taste for fast-paced classical music. He said he had no visual effects since he couldn't see and doesn't have a perspective what is seeing like.